investment banking in Argentina, but not just in commercial investment banking. He served as vice chair of the Central Bank of Argentina and minister of economy of the province of Corrientes as well. So, and Alec, I've asked to have him give us a little bit of a view from Latin America, standing on the sidelines, so to speak, watching the craziness that goes on in this country. So welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for getting up on Sunday morning. Thank you for all of you. I'll let each one of them present for 10 to 15 minutes. We don't have a hard break at 11 o'clock. If any of you have to leave, of course, we understand. But we'll have some time for Q&A afterwards as well, I'm sure. So Sue, why don't you kick it off?
I'm happy to start. I want to stay and take this capital markets class tomorrow. How about everybody? I'm sure they can fit us in. So I have a company called Allen Hill now, which actually competes with the company that I sold. Which is kind of an interesting thing. But we do manage risk on mortgage-backed securities, and we do due diligence on mortgages that are being securitized. And the fact is, over the last 12 months, we haven't done much. There haven't been a lot of mortgages, and there haven't been any securitizations. But we are seeing securitizations beginning to form right now. The street firms are all putting securitizations together. We're hearing predictions of 6 months from now from some firms. Other firms think it'll be more like 3 months. I think the race is on, and I think these guys are highly competitive, and that we will see securitizations of newly originated mortgages within about 3 months. But before we talk about that and what that means to the economy, I want to give you just my sort of sweeping view of what happened since the mortgage sector was, after all, the first to fall, and theoretically the sector that took us all down. Leading up to 06, 07, mortgages were a pie-eating contest. Everybody was just trying to see what they could get, and more was better. I was on the board of a company whose benchmark went from what was our quality, in other words, how many loans were rejected from the pools we reviewed. It went from that to what was our fulfillment rate. How many deals were we able to accept, and how many did we have to turn down because we couldn't staff them? That's a bad sign for quality. People during this period leading up to 06, 07 weren't buying homes, they were buying mortgage payments. They were trying to see how much loan they could get. There was a frenzy among Americans to see if they could get a bigger home. There were people living paycheck to paycheck who were trying to, who would get caught up periodically by taking out a new loan, a refinance mortgage, taking cash out of the equity in their homes